What's happening, YouTube? This is Hyperbolic Mike with hopefully something interesting, different take on all these XM Wolverine reviews. I'm not going to go into super detail onto the XM piece or even the Sideshow piece here, but just thought it'd be kind of cool to see them side by side. I haven't really seen any videos like this. Maybe there are, but I haven't seen any. So I thought maybe it'd be cool for some of you collectors out there to see them side by side to get your own impressions and make your ultimate decision on what's better. And I'm sure people are going to be very opinionated about this. I can tell you right off the bat, I just received the XM piece today, and it really is. It's another winner by XM. There's no question. The detail in the piece. You can see some other review videos that go into much more in depth on the piece. So I won't waste your time because there are some guys out there that are doing a fantastic job at that. Just one quick search will get that. I think from Aver One, and I know Rad Titan and Geo just did one, and then I don't think that's their piece though. No, it wasn't. Yeah, and then I think I saw one other. Oh, I'm blanking on his page right now, but dude, I'm so sorry, but he's over in Europe. Oh man, I'm gonna feel really bad. Maybe I'll cut and or I'll put it in the notes to give him a shout out. But the dude's videos are spectacular, super high quality, and he did a fantastic unboxing and a review. So it's probably the most definitive in-depth review on the piece that I've seen, so I will put that in in the video notes at the bottom. Anyway, let's get into this. So this is the I've got the Sideshow exclusive piece from a few years ago with a swap out head, and then along with the XM piece here, and yeah, I'll sort of just sweep around and give some different angles of this, and I'll try not to get the light in the way. Overall impressions, I mean, the reality is both of these pieces are fantastic. I think this is a Martin Canal. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I believe this is a Canal piece, and it still looks great. I mean, if you are big into mixed media, this definitely has it. There's no question. The base is somewhat controversial, I think, for some X-Men fans, because some of the Sideshow pieces from X-Men are more of that X base, and so it's a little bit harder to fit him into those. But he does obviously work with that Sabretooth piece. That was kind of the diorama, the way they set up. I know some people have had some mixed feelings about this in regards to the mixed media, not liking the fabric. The secondary head looking like he's having a stroke. I know, so there's some reviews out there. You can take a look at that. Maybe I'll pause it here and pop that on. But overall, I think it's a great piece, and I think anybody that's a big Wolverine fan would love to have it. So just some differences here from the overall sculpt and stuff. Things I love about the original piece here, I shouldn't say original, but the Sideshow piece. I've always loved how this thing looks like sort of the headpiece here looks like it's like a leather. It's just one thing Sideshow does really well. The other thing I really like is the shoulder pads. I'm trying to get out of the light here with the shoulder pads on the Sideshow piece are all dinged up and sort of scuffed, which I do like. And as compared to the XM piece, which is super clean, no real battle damage on there. And considering that he's sitting on top of a Sentinel, man, that he just sort of owned. I mean, I know that he's good at what he does, but yeah, maybe a little bit of battle damage on the suit wouldn't have hurt the piece, but nitpicks here and there, because honestly, I think they're both fantastic. So I think it really comes down to, if you're more of a mixed media person, I think this is really the choice. Because honestly, I think you can find both of these pieces. This one has gone up and down in value. I don't know if down recently a little bit, maybe because this one has come out, the XM piece, I should say, and so maybe But you can get this one at a deal. I am, just full disclosure, I'm letting my Sideshow one go, so you don't need to vote in the comments of which one I should hold on to or hold on to both. A good buddy of mine is collecting X-Men, and he wanted it for his collection, but he's hooking me up as well, so fear not. I'm giving him a good deal, but you know, I'm getting something in return that I will review at a later date when it comes in. So have no fear. But so for now, I'm gonna keep the XM piece. It's the newer piece. I think for some of the old Sideshow collectors, you might be pissed off, but yeah, the level of quality here is just fantastic. The fully sculpted piece. I mean, I think some of you have seen my other videos, and you might have seen the fact that I've got the XM Magneto, and you know, the level of detail on the sculpting on the, you know, the cold cast porcelain. It's just another level, man. It's just incredible. And you know, these claws are metal, which also, you know, the Sideshow one has the metal claws too. I don't know if you can sort of see a little bit of the sheen. Hard to, let me see, adjust the light. See if I can get a, no, not really. That's all right. Anyway, but yeah, so each ones are great here in their own ways. I think the arm sculpts are obviously great. They both do the vein work really well. The one thing, I put this one on the Lazy Susan to flip them around. I'll try not to knock off anything there. Whoa, just missing it a little bit. But no question, this is definitely the biggest flaw on the piece, is the, you know, the well-documented hair on the back of the arms. It is not great, but you don't look at the back of this piece. It's not how are you going to display it, so I don't really care. Just kind of how some people have said that in other reviews. Not a big deal. Same way when I display this one. I'm not seeing the back of his arms, although the, let's see if I can turn him a little bit here. That is clearly better. There's no doubt. Like, the texture that they did here is better. But, dude, I mean, that really is a great, I don't even know if those muscles exist. Gio, you're going to have to tell me, man, if those muscles exist. I don't know, you'd know better than I would. So I'm still working on my biceps, dude. Yeah, so I don't think you can go wrong either way. I think seeing them both in person gives me an appreciation for both pieces, and I don't think you could go wrong. You know, it's more of a preference thing. Whether the head sculpt's better, I mean, Solo Tooth over there versus, you know, I don't know. He looks more animal-like here, to be honest, versus this, I think. This, he looks more like just like an angry dude. But I don't know. I guess it just sort of depends on what you like. So as far as the base goes, this is clearly, I mean, yeah, I mean, I didn't really even get into, like, you know, the whole light in the other eye and blah blah blah, and the battle damage, and I mean, it's just, this is a whole other level. It just is. There's no question. The base is a whole other level. But a lot of people don't buy for a base, so there you go. Yeah, so there's the shot again. I hope this didn't bore you guys, but I thought this might be interesting to sort of see them both together, especially since I haven't seen it like this before. So anyway, leave your comments, thoughts. Go ahead, you know, kill me for keeping the XM piece, or, you know, or give me praise. I'll take that too. But anyway, like I said, I don't think you go wrong either way, because I think they're both great pieces, and you know, anybody that's got a chance to own one, I think it's a really cool privilege to have in their collection. So yeah. Oh, one last thing I will say, interesting piece before I go, because I'm not going to show you different heads. You've seen them before, and you can find them out. Okay, look at this real quick. Okay, so one thing I will give Sideshow or the sculptors credit for, if this was Canal that decided on this. Okay, if you can see here, see how the claws are sort of spread out a little bit, like anatomically, like where they would actually fall in line with the person, or with Wolverine's arm here. So if that was retracted, it would make sense anatomically why they would not be super even and would be a little bit spread. I actually always thought that was pretty cool. Versus now seeing this, let me pull this guy off. Dead straight, man. Like, and there's nothing wrong with it, but after seeing this one, after seeing the Sideshow one, and then seeing this, you know, this is what you would, you know, you and I you know, if we were doing it, this is how we would probably draw them, or this is how we would think it would go. We wouldn't think about that anatomical correctness, but I do appreciate the fact that Sideshow sort of thought about that little detail, because this probably isn't how something this long would retract in an arm that you know, contours in a different way, right? Your forearm goes like this. It doesn't go straight back, and look at how long that is. It just doesn't make sense. So anyway, stupid little detail, but kind of neat nonetheless, but certainly not a deal breaker of why I wouldn't hold on to the XM piece. Just it's something new, it's cool. I've got other Sideshow pieces, and I'm kind of liking to try some of these XMs out. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, sub if you'd like, and yeah, hit me up if you got any questions, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.